Hello YouTube, it's Jordan here. Just doing a quick VR for Captain Cully. He had some questions on the buffing station that I have here, so I'll just go and show more detailed look at it, and then we'll go from there. So I have 3 pillow block bearings, 1 on the end and 2 in the, well, whatever, on this end I guess, or middle or whatever. And then through there I have the bearing, I guess, kind of backwards, and this is a bolt, just a 1/2 inch bolt with a smooth section in here, and the smooth section ends right at the end of the bearing, and then it changes to threads, and then the threads go halfway through the coupler nut, and I've got this here just as a jam nut so it doesn't come loose, and then I use the other one as a jam nut / also that's what pinches the buffing wheel on. But after the bolt, it's just 1/2 inch threaded rod with nuts and washers holding the buffing wheels on, and the 1/2 inch threaded rod goes all the way here through these, and then again another nut here, a coupler nut, a jam nut, and then this is actually a solid shaft all the way through to here, and I threaded the end. So right at the end of the whatever you call this jam thing on the bearing, I threaded it all the way to here, so a couple inches of threads. I just use a tap and die set and just threaded the 1/2 inch rod, but through the bearings it's smooth always. There's no threaded rod going through the bearings. And then on this side I have it's still smooth, and then this is just like a shaft coupler, and I do have that going just to this threaded bolt with a smooth, this is actually a table leg, and it was 1/2 inch, so it just worked out. And this one doesn't really matter. It's off slightly, so it does vibrate. This is the one that probably vibrates the most. When I take this off, it sounds a lot smoother. And then also you guys might have heard it vibrating really heavily in the end of the last video. I don't have a keyway on this pulley. It's just it's probably under the belt. It's just a set screw, and I just have that set screw tightened super tight on the shaft. But it came loose last video actually, so it was actually vibrating around at the end there because of that. So I can grease these bearings on all 3, so that also helps as well. I usually just, honestly, these were cheap bearings, they're not meant for crazy stuff, so I just use WD-40 every time I use it. Just spray it in there, and that's that kind of thing. So that's how that's made, and it's just mounted on a wooden base, 2x10 wooden base. The uprights are actually glued and screwed so that it doesn't vibrate loose, just with heavy duty like wood glue, like regular or whatever, normal wood glue. And then I have this actually screwed to a wheeled cart that I have, so it doesn't move around. It's just screwed right into the top. So that's kind of that. Same with the motor. The motor's on a little wooden base I made with zip ties, and I got that just screwed to the base. And I've tightened the belt. This one's a bit tighter than the other one, but it's still a bit loose. And that way on these smaller pulleys, it just helps for startup and stuff like that. So anyways, thanks for watching. Hope that better explains the setup I have. You guys have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.